I was associated with a studio uh, downtown, major,
Here in the city?
big studio. I mean, it was just going to waste. Nobody was in it. Just whoever. To this day, I don't really know who owned it. I thought I did because I ran it.
Yeah.
And I was in there putting stuff together because I mean I'm making money. I mean I think I gave parties bigger than. I think we fed, and I mean stuff that just the price was just there. It was a multi-million-dollar situation, and I was running through everybody in the crowd because I come up like him. But this is the first cat I ever saw was his persistent, and he stayed down because when I first met him, I gave him the. Oh, sir, you know, shook him off. I thought he'd gone on about his business, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Because he came in there, he was telling me who he was, and man, he was saying how much he wanted to do what he did, or what he was doing, and what he's still doing.
The belief.
And yeah, and he kept outside. I said, "Oh man, this cat, I can't work with him. He got too many problems, you know what I mean? And I got a lackadaisical life." So he kept on. He said, "I say, well, I figured if I brush him off a couple of times, he'll get the message and go ahead on." Yeah. But shit, every time I looked up, man, hey, Fleetwood one. Oh, come on, man. Fleetwood, I said, oh, man. I said, okay, send him out there. So I said, okay, Fleetwood, what you got today, man? He said, man, so I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to do an album on all the cats that he knew, which I didn't know that he was really working. He just... like this is an opportunity for him that he's always been at the forefront of doing something, but he never had an outlet to make nothing happen. Maybe because he is, you know, wasn't light skinned. He might have played a lot. He do a lot of light skinned stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He might not get through with. So I said, well, I'll be the light skinned dude.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
front,
I started stepping up. So the things that I started doing, he was like right on the borderline of all of it, you know. So I'm in there, I'm doing an album. Mr. Marv came and he wanted me to do an album on it, but all he wanted to do was come in there and stroke me for whatever he wanted to do as we went on, which I was so, I'd been through that so many times. So
you knew that story.
Yeah, I know that story. So he wanted to do an album, but he didn't know he was messing with the wrong dude to say he wanted to do something. And thought we wasn't gonna make it happen. So I'm talking to Fleetwood, so he told me he write and what. Yeah, sure. You know, whatever, man. You just, you know, you're out the streets. You just, man, you feel, you know, you're getting ready to stroke me. So he kept cussing. I said, no, this cat is really a real dude. I mean, after so many times, when you're not giving out nothing, but he see you have everything to offer, and he's still coming back without saying, hey, man. So he saw a lot in me, you know what I mean? And I was seeing it in him, too. So anyway, the stuff I was working on, he was saying, well, man, because Messi had started coming in there doing stuff like maybe putting down a line or a verse and then say some stuff like, man, I need $100. I need $50. You know, you know, it's normal. So Fleetwood came up and he said, man, I got some stuff that you probably really want that I was on my little son-in-law's album. What was that album? What Fat Rat's thing was at the time? Yeah, well, he was on this album and he said, man, I know something I got Mess on that I put you on. So he went and got it. So as Mess was messing around, I was putting it together and he was helping me. And the next thing you know, Mess still think he got one song did, and I done finished the album. And he done help me. He brought it to the forefront. He's on it. And I started just piecing because I'm in the business, so I knew everybody that did everything.
So now you're mentoring.
Oh yeah. So I go to different people that did stuff on Mess, and when he looked up, I had an album. You know what I mean? Not thinking about it and just in this hip hop vein without looking at it, because my thing on rap at the time, and anybody could have did it. As long as you can curse the best and the loudest and talk about somebody's mama, and you had a hit record, man. The more vulgar you could be, you know, the more you sold.
We talking 90s?
shit, we talking when it started, when it come out here, there was a thing, and
Like 80s?
when everybody was doing well, it had to be like the 80s, because the 80s start following.
Sugar
that's
Hill
when they start. Yeah, that's right. You know, well, see, all the first rappers they just rap, which they was capping and whatever when they came out. Then when the new generation came out, man, if you wasn't talking about killing or raping or whatever, and the more
violent,
the violent it was,
vile.
niggas with attitudes and whatever, you know, it was so it wasn't really hard.
Yeah.
And I think I did a showcase once with. Well, a bunch of the Confunction and all of them. They did a little workshop and they invited me. And I used to, although I was doing a lot of rap, because I did most, I started E40 when they were the Click. That was my group. I brought Tongue Twister to town before he was Twister. That was my group. I did Quinn, Forte, everybody in the Bay. I did all of them, you know what I mean? And JT. And I was, you know, I was just doing it for the sake of doing it. And I was always worried about getting a hit record on a rapper. I never wanted to get a hit record. I'd do it for the little couple of bucks, and we cool. But I did not want a hit because I knew a hit until Killing, a concert I was gonna get. I gave a concert in Sacramento with 40 there, helicopters. They turned it out, the whole thing, man, which is what I never wanted to do. You know, with R&B, rock, whatever. You prayed for a hit, but with rap, I always prayed to not have. Please, just let me make a couple of dollars and make nobody don't want to see them live.
What's the association there? What's the association?
Yeah.